That's a good question. And, I have some experience. I served in the Utah State Legislature. And while I was up in the Legislature, there was something that came up that I think really illustrates why I think I would be effective. I had an interesting conversation with a member of the other side of the aisle. I was in a back hallway in between sessions, and the vice chair of the Powerful Rules Committee stopped me and he says, Jay, he says, I thought you should know. I use you as an example. And of course, I was curious what that example was. And he says, I'm the vice chair on the Rules Committee. And so quite often I have members of my caucus come up to me and ask me, what do I have to do to get my bills moving? They're not moving. And he said to me, he says, he says, what I tell them, he says, is I tell them, you watch what Jay Seegmiller does. And if you do what Jay Seegmiller does, guaranteed your bill will move. Because Jay Seegmiller talks to every member of the committee, knows exactly where they are on his legislation. And if there are any problems, he tries to work those problems out long before it goes to a vote. And when I get back to Washington, D.C., I will take those skills that I learned in the Utah State Legislature, and they will help me to be a very effective legislator in Washington, D.C.